This is Eat, Sleep, Invest, the marketing podcast for real estate investors to get more deals. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Eat, Sleep, and Invest. I'm your host, Bryan Driscoll. I'm here with Julie Houston. What's going on, Julie?
Hey, Bryan. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Thanks for being on. So you primarily play in the coaching space, right? On the marketing side.
I do.
Nice.
I work with a lot of experts and educators with the online marketing aspect for business, and I love it.
Yeah, that's interesting too, because I deal on the motivated lead side. You're playing in a whole different arena.
Yes. So we're building from front end of our clients' businesses all the way through to the back end, generating lead flow, opportunities, new traffic through various methods and means.
Yeah. So you know what, for everyone listening, give a little bit of background. Like, where did you come from and where you at now?
So I'm originally from New Jersey. I was in the military. I got out of the military. I got my master's degree in psychology and found I was in a field that I was kind of capped at what I would make. And I was like, there's no way like I could stay in this. And I wasn't really passionate. I had no passion about it. So I kind of fell into this real estate education space, so to speak, over 10 years ago, close to 15, and worked for a local educator. And I was doing affiliate marketing at the time. And I saw that there was a bigger vision beyond that. So it all kind of started from there.
That's cool. And now when you say educator space, are you dealing with educators only in the real estate space, or do you deal with educators in different spaces?
Actually, different spaces all the time. So business opportunity space, health and fitness space, real estate. I mean, we have various niches that we do work with.
That's pretty cool. Which ones are the most competitive?
The health and fitness, and I would say the real estate for sure.
Health and fitness, you have to watch what you're saying too, don't you, with giving claims?
Yeah, you do.
I heard it. I know at least on Facebook, it's tough marketing in some of those. And I think on Google too, just because like if you have different things on your site showing before and after pictures, sometimes they make you jump through hoops.
Yeah, it can be challenging for sure.
Yeah. So what are you seeing? Like, are more coaches coming into the space in this market, or like what are you seeing out there?
Honestly, I'm seeing more entrepreneurs starting their own businesses, especially in the past few years since the pandemic, more than ever. And I know that a lot of senators in the South. I have one of my funnel experts is actually, his father is the Senate of Kentucky. And the big focus is economics, and they're focused on people generating income outside of relying on their job. And that's one of the messages that they're actually saying. So I feel like at this point right now in this time, like people are more adamant and more motivated to like start their own business and generate their own income. So they're not relying on someone else.
Yeah. So, and that's a good point right now too. Cause everyone's was relying on their jobs and some things took a turn,
Yeah.
So now are you primarily do you deal with funnels also in addition, like just businesses that want funnels, or do you primarily do an education?
I do. Okay. So I do build funnels. I primarily focus on front end through to the back end, building the funnel in whatever direction they want, a coaching application, live event, you name it, we build it out. Pretty much. It's very detailed too. We have a unique setup with the clients that we work with that no one else kind of has. So I'm happy to say that we're having a lot of success with it.
That's good. So what platforms are you using, like ClickFunnels, Kajabi?
We use ClickFunnels, Infusionsoft, Get High Level. Multiple platforms. Kartra. We use them all.
Pretty much all, yeah. Because it's a funnel is a funnel, depending on platforms, just ability method.
Absolutely. And every client's different. Sometimes they don't have a sales floor. So we have someone on our team that gets on the phone and tries to close just the front end sales to bring those numbers up for our clients.
That's interesting. That's kind of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. On our team, I also have a journalist who's incredible at writing. So he writes all our scripts for anything we need. So it's a win-win for Fuller Wallet Media, and it's also a win for our clients. Our goal is to ultimately build something out that they can use and clone and repeat, or use what for another direction that they want to go, to benefit their business, to fill their wallet in a sense. So that's why our goal is, if we're making you money, then we can make money.
Gotcha.
So we focus on our clients' wallet first and foremost.
Yeah, and that's good. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Now, what do you see in works with fun? Because there's so many different ways to do funnels. Like you can do an email grabber, go through email, or you can do like a free plus shipping on a book. Like, what are you seeing is really successful right now?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of success with incredible value for the first thing, incredible value through some form of lead magnet or video series, whatever that may be, to a lower end offer. And then I do see success with people that have a higher ticket, say the 1,400 range and higher, up to 2,500, where they're still selling, but they have people on the phone and they're having success with that. So, I mean, there's various ways that are being successful right now.
So when you're saying like low ticket, like $497 and below, or $97?
Yeah, like 97 up to 497.
Okay. So what are people doing then? They're sending traffic to a low end offer, trying to sell that, upsell them obviously through the funnel. And if they don't, then retarget them and try to build the credibility to bring them back at a later time.
Absolutely. You are correct.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Funnels are fun. Like
they are. They can also be challenging. I do have one client. I primarily build the funnels for them for their live events on a monthly basis, and I love it. I mean, I love it because it's always different and fun, but it's detailed. So it's like, I love putting that effort in and seeing it come together and work. That's one of my favorite things about the funnel side, for sure. Like starting from scratch and then having this amazing funnel that's like converting, filling up events, whatever the case may be, and seeing it function. That is where I think I thrive. Like, I love that.
Yeah. And now, are you dealing more on the lines of, because I know there's different, like there's lead gen and then there's product based and coaching, things like that, where people can check out. What are you seeing for the lead gen people that bring people in, they get emails or book calls, things like that, and it takes manpower behind it? Like, are you seeing a lot of success on that side, or people dropping the ball and not being able to call people, close them, things like that, versus if it just goes through and checks out, there's no one involved?
Well, I'm going to be pretty honest here. I think that there are educators in our space that have been around for a very long time, active, really doing what they're doing, and they have these pieces in place, right? And they have successful businesses that are still running and still successful, even right now during what's going on with the economy. But then you have a lot of newer people that are not experienced, and they don't have the pieces in place. And they don't have the knowledge to know what pieces they need in place, especially if you're going to be marketing online and publishing. So I can see both sides.
Yeah. And you know what, too, that's right with like the newer people, because a lot of people that educators, they're teaching, like their skill set might be automations, building teams out, stuff like that. They're taking their knowledge and trying to pass it to somebody else. So yeah, it could be a weak for a lot of people. But
I will say the clients that I do work with, they actively do what they sell. And that's a big part for me. I like working with people that have integrity and run a real business, because I've met a lot of people in the last few years that, are newer in the industry that may not have as much experience as some of the people that have been around for a long time. And that's okay, because we all have to start somewhere, right? We all started from the bottom to get wherever we're trying to go. But in the flip side to that, I also feel that it's affected like the real educators and the real experienced people that have been doing this for 20, 25, almost 30 years, that are actively doing the business and teaching it.
Yeah. Like, and you're right too, because I think what you're saying is there's really good people out there, and then there's new people in the business that are selling snake oil.
Yeah.
Some of them. So how do you vet against that though? Because I think, because there are some people out there, they just look at, hey, I'm going to make a course and I'm going to make a cash grab and pretty much sell a whole bunch of fluff to people. And then there's people that have been doing it a long time that really care. They're trying to help people better their life. Like, how do you vet bringing someone on and making sure you're picking the right types of people?
Well, first and foremost, we find out how long they've been in business. We find out if they really have a legitimate team. We check their website. We check to see when it has been last updated. I mean, we have a checklist, a very detailed checklist that we do review before we even consider having a call with the client.
Yeah, because I know it'd take a ton of manpower on your end. You start partnering up with the wrong people, then it's just like a whole bunch of time wasted, and then they're out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Now,
so it works. The vetting process works, and then you find out who the real players really are too. I mean, those that are really serious about their business, I mean, they're going to be more, I guess, acceptable or open to this than somebody who says, well, I just started out. Can I pay you like when we earn? Like those type of individuals.
Yeah, I hear you.
So we weed them out, like we weed them out right off the gate.
And I think it's like that in any business, because like even our business or anyone's business, like 20% of your clients are going to be awesome and 80% are squeaky wheels. If you can vet them out, you can really scale and help these people grow their businesses if you get the right ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, do you deal with email marketing and stuff too?
I do.
What do you think about email these days?
So email marketing, it's good for some people. Here's the reality. I'm just going to be honest. There are people with email marketing that invest a lot of money into their lists, to invest into their business for more growth, right? And then there are others that want to do just promotions, but they're not investing anything into their list. So some of the lists that I do manage, I mean, we have high click-through rates. So that list it's highly vetted for what and who is promoted to that list. I mean, because that list alone is 5,000 to 7,000 clicks in email, and that's pretty large, That's the largest I've ever seen since I've been in affiliate marketing. And then there's lists, that are 2,000 plus. Like these are valid lists, but I have noticed, currently, especially with promotions, like they seem to be a little lower than normal right now, to be expected.
Now, are you saying that like with people on their list, so there's people, are you saying like people will email to their list and some people just want to give promos all the time and ask for something versus other people are giving value like 70% of the time and asking maybe 30%?
Yes.
Okay. What's the ratio you see working there?
For the cross promotions and affiliate marketing?
Yeah, well, like in general, like whenever you're emailing people, no one wants to be spammed all the time asking for money.
Yeah.
But it's okay to ask for money at some points. Like, what are you seeing whenever it's like, are a lot of your people doing informational emails, giving value to the people, and then having small call to actions in those emails? Or are they breaking a separate call to action? Like they'll have every other week, or what are you guys doing?
So when it comes to any kind of promotion to their database, we don't do a weekly. Most of my clients are bi-weekly, and then maybe something in between those on occasion, special circumstances. So we do spend a lot of time not hammering and, just hard to the lists. I know people that'll just mail to their list week after week after week after week, trying to sell. And then all they do is just devalue their contacts by just hammering.
Now, what kind of content whenever they're giving value? Like, are they sending videos or blogs or just information in the email? Like, what are you seeing works?
Actually, a lot of it has been videos. We've been having a lot of success with videos. So we'll blast an email out on like a new release video or something on YouTube, using more of our social media platforms. So lead generation clearly has been a little bit of an issue with the Facebook changes that they recently had. So we try to utilize all of the other platforms as well too for lead generation. Google, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, again, stuff like that. So we're utilizing multiple forms of methods to getting lead generating flowing for our clients.
Right. Hence the funnel. You got the top of funnel channels, retargeting them, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. What do you get? What are you seeing people in this space? What mistakes are you seeing people do?
Oh God. I got to be honest. I have spoken to more people recently that have software and have no idea how to use it. Like they're like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, or I don't even know how to add a contact. I don't know, there's a lot of people that are not experienced with the software and what it does and what you can do with it. They think, well, this and this are the same. And I'm like, well, they're two completely different softwares that work well together because of this reason. So there's quite a few people out there that just aren't familiar with the process of it. And also, in their defense, they may have not been through the whole process like I have in almost 15 years working in this industry. I have worked from the front end of the business to developing products with clients, to building out the affiliate funnel all the way through to the back end to a live event or an application page or something of that nature. And I've worked the back end too. So it's very rare that there are people that have done all of that from beginning to the end, all the way through. And I think that helps.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening, like what's your ideal client? Like if anyone's listening and has courses or does events, things like this, like what's your ideal person that you can help?
So our ideal clients are really the serious players first and foremost. We don't take our time chasing people. So the first would be the clients, educating them more. Really, when we present things, we present everything. Like we're very, very particular and detailed. So we're pretty quick at seeing who's serious and who's not serious, right? The second thing would be like knowing the pieces that you already have in place and then checklisting the things that you need to have in place. Like, for example, you have a product, but you don't have a webinar, for example, things like that. They need to have the key pieces in place and have an understanding of the concept in some capacity where they understand exactly what's going on as well. And we do show that and teach throughout the way. Those are some key components for us. Another thing is like, if they have any data, any recent data, show me some data, show me some case studies, show me some testimonials. Let me see how valid and legitimate that this is working. Because sometimes people have a product and they think it's amazing, but it's not a product that's just going to hit the masses and explode, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Webinars you bring up. What are webinars working for? Are they working for like courses or events or lead gen? Like, what are you guys using webinars for?
We're using those a lot for affiliate promotions, and we bring them in through a funnel.
What do you mean affiliate promotions?
So we work with other educators where we'll do what they call cross promotion, where we will email their product to someone's, another client's database or whatever, another person, and then vice versa. They're mailing our clients offer to their database. That's considered a
Like a
cross
list swap.
pretty much, but you're earning commission.
Yeah, right. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
So
So
you're
you could do a swap. You could do a swap, and then you could do that lead for lead, where I'll send one email for you, you keep your commissions and money, and then the same is reciprocated. That'd
okay.
be more like a solo swap.
Yes, you're saying swaps. Hey, we'll just swap lists, and then the
Yeah.
affiliate is, hey, you know what? Mail to your list, and I'm going to give you 10%, 20%, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
All right, cool. What else you want to talk about? I think we pretty much covered a lot.
I know we've covered so much. We
Yeah,
have covered a lot. What's that?
Anything else we missed?
I don't think we have. I
Yeah.
think, one of the key things with Fuller Wall Media that, I don't know a lot of other people. I am sure there's lots of other people that have done this and do this. But, when I started Fuller Wall Media, I invested in my team and I hired people based off of their valid experience with like real true data from the work that they have done. And then I invest in my team as well. Like I invest in them to get trained, to learn the various things that they may need to do in their position. So the team is highly qualified. And between the team, I mean, there's over 30, 40 years of experience in business and funnel development and online marketing that most people don't come across. So you get kind of like the best of both worlds with our team.
Yeah. And that's an interesting thing. So I've been hearing that a lot lately too. Like, number one, invest in your team to help them grow because they want to stick with you. Plus you get to offer an awesome product then because you have rock stars working with you.
Yes.
That's cool. Hey, if anyone wants to reach out and needs any help with anything, what's the best way to reach you?
So you can reach out to us at fullerwalletmedia.com. There's a contact information on our website, and we'd be happy to talk to anyone if they have any questions.
All right, cool, guys. And hey, that link will be in the show notes also. Hey, well, Julie, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you.
Oh, thank you, Bryan. It was such a pleasure to be here today.
Good stuff. And hey, thanks for everyone listening. Go out there, crush it, and close some deals.